U-606 has stumbled across a major storm with heavy fog, high wind speeds, and colossal waves. We occasionally submerge for a respite from the torment above. However, these breaks are short. U-606 is currently tracking a very large convoy, comprised of 14 to 30 enemy vessels. Hopefully, the weather will clear up in time for an attack. If not, the plan is to shadow the convoy until suitable weather arrives. Hello everybody, Wolfpack here, and welcome back aboard U-606. The boat currently has hydrophone contact on a fairly large convoy, and we are sitting at a depth of 40 meters. Here is the enemy convoy to the west of our current position. It consists of 14 to 32 enemy vessels. U-606 is currently sitting at around 40 meters, however. That is because we're trying to really get away from the convoy for the time being. As we can see here, the weather conditions are pretty poor. If we actually click on the Corvette and go out here, we can see it is extremely foggy, extremely choppy. So, and look at that Corvette just fly. Yeah, I would not want to be on that thing, that is for sure. So, we are going to shadow this convoy until weather conditions are more suitable for a torpedo attack. Hopefully that will happen tonight. We will see. It should happen relatively soon. You can see we're at 40 meters and we are bouncing around like crazy. The waves are just nuts. So we don't want to risk coming up and having our conning tower broach and whatnot. That'll make us a pretty easy target for the enemy. This is also going to be beneficial for our torpedo attacks. We can't really see very far in front of us. I mean, visibility is maybe 250 meters at best, especially here at nighttime. So I think this is probably a good move, and we can just see how large this convoy is. We have a tanker here that's definitely going to be a primary target, and this is a good way for us to also scout out the convoy's defenses. So we have one flanking Corvette here, and then this one Corvette in the lead with a, of course, discipline's pretty low because we're at 40 meters, so we're going to have to deal with that here momentarily. Let's keep moving away. But there's a pretty big gap here. If we can get in through this gap, get shots off on this tanker maybe, and then maybe some of these other miscellaneous cargo ships. Of course, we're not 100% sure what they all are, and maybe there's more tankers back in the rear of the convoy. But looks like we're going to avoid detection, which is great. And thankfully, no one broke. That's quite nice. I was just going to have to deal with that, but like I said, we're going to shadow this enemy convoy and wait for suitable weather. Alrighty folks, well as you can see, we are in luck. The fog has completely dissipated after just a few hours. It's currently 2 a.m. in the morning. We are currently maneuvering to intercept the enemy convoy now. We are going to begin preheating all of our torpedoes in preparation for the attack. So I will keep you all updated as the boat closes in on its prey. The boat is currently making her way into position now. I'm hoping to actually attack from the northern side of the convoy. All of our torpedoes are preheated now. As you can see, it looks like tube 4. Hopefully that will hold. Let's go check tube 5. Make sure it's all ready to go before our attack. And indeed it is, although we probably should warm it up again. Let's begin that. Let's also turn off our gyro compass and get ready to rig for silent running. Have a little bit of water in the bilge here. Should be okay. How far away are we from this target? I want to turn 5 kilometers. Yeah, we're going to avoid turning on our pumps. Okay, and we are going to maneuver into position. I'll keep you all updated. I'm sure there's going to be another escort up here somewhere. That's kind of what I'm thinking, but we'll see. Maybe not. There it is. Yeah. That's what I was kind of looking for. Okay. Well, we'll try to sneak our way into the center of the convoy here, and hopefully we are successful in that endeavor. We are currently making our way into the convoy, and we can just see how huge this is. This is awesome. I'm actually thinking I'm going to attack this tanker down here, and then maybe this cargo ship and something else in the area. Mainly due to the fact that it's farther away from all of these escorts. Deeper in the convoy, and there's a pretty big gap here. Hopefully, this will work out rather well. We have our periscope down and all that good stuff, of course. Want to avoid that getting picked up. I did do the 3-minute and 15-second method to establish speed. It is 7 knots. The convoy, we have another destroyer up here that we're going to have to worry about. I'm actually considering, let's swing around. I'm considering hitting this tanker with our stern torpedo tube and hopefully just crippling it, because there's more targets in front of us to the north. Apparently there's a couple of neutral freighters down here. Well, we're going to work our way around here. There we go. And then we'll pop up our periscope here rather soon once we're in a good position. Let's keep turning around. Keep turning around. Okay, speed, reduce speed. I didn't even realize I was going that fast that whole time. That is definitely a mistake. Okay, perfect. Good position now. Let's get on the scope. And I'm kind of worried about this. Up scope. All right, let's look right in front of us. Actually, we should probably pop off our... Okay. Just do a quick visual scan real fast. All around us. We want our scope nice and low on the water. As you can see, it's getting pretty bright. This is our freighter friend. Let's identify him really quickly. And... probably missed it, unfortunately. No? Can barely see him. Come on, give me something to work with. Center stack. 4 class recognize. Range. At 700 meters. Okay. So speed is 7 knots, range 700 meters. Angle on bow is maybe just over 90 degrees. To port, speed is going to be 30 knots on this torpedo. Unlock. Okay, forward targets. What's in front of me? This guy. Looks like NA1, maybe? We'll just fire 1 torpedo. Yeah. Recognize. This one's going to be slightly closer. We'll go with 500 meters. What's out there? Destroyer. Okay, here we go. This is going to be the target we fire at first. I'm scared to stick my scope up any higher. Just to identify. Oh, wrong series of button presses there. Okay. Identification. Probably one of these. Empire Explorer. Let's use that info. Let's try to establish angle on bow. Okay. So speed 7 knots, angle on bow. Yeah, we're going to go with 50 degrees to starboard. Bow torpedo, looking good. Okay. G7E. Yeah, we'll fire a G7E, flood it. Sure everything's looking good here. Range is, we'll do 1.5. Okay, away. This guy is next. Angle on bow is pretty bad, over 100. Okay, range 700. Flood tube 2. Flood it, flood it, flood it. We'll swing around, hit that tanker. Where is she? Right at just over 180. Lock on target, angle on bow, up scope. Yeah, just over 90. Just over 90. Stern torpedo. Okay, looking good. Blood tube 5.
Bewässern!
Alright, tube 5.
Los!
Let's see what we got going on here. Alright, 3 torpedoes away. Unfortunately, this one got a little farther from me than I would have liked. However, I do think we're going to have an impact against this freighter. We shall see. I'd like to get... Let's swing around and we may be able to hit this one here. Let's see, are we got a hit? There we go, torpedo hit. Sunk. Wow. Okay, beautiful. Wow, split her in half. Alright, that's pretty damn fast. I don't know if we're really going to have time here. Okay, drop down to 70 meters. It's time to leave. Let's see how this freighter is going to fare. If she's going to get hit. Can't see our torpedo wake. Can see just how large this convoy is. Very cool. There we go. Torpedo impact. Number 2 hit. And that's a pretty big fire breaking out on her. Okay. Serious damage. We can see she may actually sink from that. I'm curious if we're going to hit this tanker. The tanker's had plenty of time to kind of slow down or speed up, which is a shame. I think this torpedo may actually miss. Yeah, it's going to go right on by due to her evasive maneuvers. The destroyers really don't know what's going on, unfortunately. For them, anyway. We do have this destroyer right here, however. Do I want to... Yeah, that torpedo completely missed. I think we're going to just sneak out of here, reload, and re-engage when the convoy isn't on such high alert. That's 2 freighters sunk in rapid succession. Pretty happy with that. I didn't think this this tanker was going to move away so quickly. Everything happened kind of fast there, didn't it? Well, that's fine. 3 torpedoes, 2 ships sunk. I'll take it. I'll take it. We're going to get out of here. We're currently at a depth of 74 meters. It doesn't look like the destroyers really have an idea of where we are, so hopefully we can get out of here without being detected. Well, I think we're going to get away just fine. I actually dropped down deeper to around 115 meters, as you can see, and neither of these destroyers have really come sniffing in my general area, so we definitely lucked out in that regard. We're currently reloading all of our torpedoes. It's currently 5 o'clock in the morning. I think I'm going to shadow the convoy for the rest of the day and then attack tonight. So we'll be shadowing them for quite a while. I am kind of, maybe I should try to make a daytime attack, or at least attack in the next hour. We'll see. I may expedite this, considering our proximity to the United Kingdom here. We're getting pretty close. Decisions. Well, we will see. We'll also have this tiny group, 2 to 4 ships up here, although I have bigger fish to fry. Okay. We're going to try to make our attack soon. We're going to break contact and try to re-engage nice and early in the morning here. It's nice and early in the morning. However, we are in position. We are going to go ahead and try to attack. The waves aren't nearly as choppy as they were previously, so that'll help us from broaching. Which is quite nice. Let's go ahead and submerge the boat down to periscope depth. Unassign you and get a man on the hydrophone as well. Our boat's going to slowly go down. The enemy convoy is quite a ways away. They're around 23 kilometers out. We definitely got well in front of them. So now we just lay in wait. We are starting to approach the enemy convoy now. I'm actually going to drop our depth down to around 9 meters just to avoid our conning tower peeking out with these rather choppy waves we're dealing with. And I'm trying to pick out my targets now. I think I'm going to hit this tanker, this destroyer, and then this freighter right here. I think that's a pretty good group of targets there. We don't have any stern torpedoes. We have expended all of those at this point. Let's just move this way. Let's actually bump our speed up to 5 knots just to put a little bit more distance between us and this tanker here. Don't want to be too close to the enemy tanker. Also want to avoid being detected. Alright, let's start turning north. And we can begin reversing as well. There we go. And reverse 1 possibly. How close? Yeah, we're pretty darn close to that tanker. That's fine. Let's continue to wait. And I think we should be good to pop up our periscope. The first target we want to hit is going to be the enemy destroyer, as that is the farthest one. Number 2 will be the cargo ship, and number 3 will be the tanker. That's pretty much right in front of us. Okay. Believe this is a destroyer. Indeed it is. Lock on target. There she is. Recognize the target. It has a very thin forward stack. And that's like a V class, right? V class. Yep, that's gotta be her. Recognize. Let's just establish range to... No. Range to target real quick. 3 kilometers. No way she's that far. Okay, speed is 7 knots. Torpedo will run at a 30 knot speed. Let's rig for normal lighting right now. Range to target. We're going to go with 2 kilometers. Just shy of 2 kilometers. Probably 1.6. Angle on bow. Let's get a good look at her. Angle on bow is just shy of 90 degrees right now. We'll go with 85. There we go. Thank you for that light switch. We are firing a bow torpedo. And let's see what we have. Do we have a G7E torpedo? G7A, G7A, G7E. Tube 3 will be the one that's fired. Flood it. We're looking good. We're looking good. Alright, Tube 3 is flooded. Tube 3. Los! Okay, Tube 3 is away. Unlock. Swing around. There's our tanker friend. Of course, we will fire at her last. Okay, let's lock on this guy. Range is going to be slightly less than our destroyer friend. We'll drop it down to around 1.3. Speed is going to be 7 knots. We'll increase the torpedo speed to 40 knots. Angle on bow is not great. Want this on. Scope. Angle on bow, something like maybe 40 degrees to starboard. 50 degrees to starboard. Yeah, okay. Speed 40 knots. Got it. We will fire 2.
Rohr 1, bewässern.
Looking good. 40 knots, using the information from the TDC.
Rohr 1, bewässert.
Los! Yep, number 2 is away. A little bit of time compression here. And okay, let's get ready to fire on our merchant friend, or our tanker friend. Upscope. It's a miss. Excuse me. It's probably saying that because the range was off, or the torpedo just ran out of steam. Okay, lock on target. This one's right in front of us. It's a miss. That's a hit right there, my friend. That is a hit. Upscope. We gotta make this snappy. Lock on target. Range 1 kilometer, 7 knots. Speed 44 knots. Torpedo just hit. Perfect. Okay, 44 knots. Okay, serious damage. Perfect. Angle on bow 90. Los. There we go. Torpedo's away. We'll see if this one hits. This is going to be close. Oh, it looks like it's just going to go aft of the target. We did, however, hit the destroyer. Gosh, it looks like we're just going to always miss with 1 torpedo, isn't it? This torpedo looks pretty good. How's our destroyer? It has a big blast mark in the side of her. Let's see how this tanker is going to fare. I don't think we're going to miss here. See our G7A torpedo flying towards the target. Looks like it's going to hit her slightly in the bow. Boom, there we go. Good hit. Happy with that. Holy shit. Wow. Okay, that was quite catastrophic. Brutal. Well, I don't think she's going to make it. Let's, oh, no, she's sinking. She is taking on water extremely rapidly. Another secondary explosion. Magnificent. Let's take a look at the destroyer we hit. She was hit. See, she has developed a pretty heavy list to starboard here. It's a pretty long shot, too. It's unfortunate we missed with our other torpedo. I kinda... Oh, keep pressing that button. Kinda want to try to fire at something else. This little guy. What are the enemy destroyers up to? Nothing much. Just yet. Let's turn towards this target and start moving forward. We are going to attack this one. The enemy tanker is now going down. Don't think this destroyer is going to really sink on her own, unfortunately. It looks like this little guy. Okay, he's starting to zigzag a little bit now. But we're going to be so close. Hopefully it does not matter. Okay, get on the scope. We'll set speed to 44 knots. Okay, up scope. Find the target. 500 meter range. Lock. Okay. Go. Speed 44 knots. Angle on bow. Just shy of 90. We'll do 80. Speed we'll set to 5 knots. 44. Looking good. Okay. Tube 4 flooded. We're just going to keep our depth at 1 meter. The torpedo depth in this game did have an issue. I don't think it's actually been fixed. However, there is a mod that fixes it. I should probably install that soon. All right. There we go. Torpedoes away. It's within arming range. We'll see if we actually get that one. And that is the last of our eels. It seems every time I end up engaging a convoy and attacking multiple targets in this game, I tend to miss one. There we go. Torpedo impact. Beautiful. And hopefully that's enough to sink her. It's a relatively smaller ship. Wow, look at that massive hole that is just blasted into the side here. That does not look good. Well, we need to... Yeah, look at that. She's going down fast. All right, let's drop down to around 120 meters and make our way out of here. It's been real. It's been fun. And she's going down. Now begins the task of getting out of here. Down at 120 meters. We're just going to slowly try to get out. Looks like this destroyer... I'm amazed this thing is still afloat, but... Looks like she is going to survive, unfortunately, for us. At least she is damaged. At least there is that. I'm impressed, though. I mean, you can see... The damage looks quite extensive. For this little tin can, but we're going to let her go. Looks like she's still maintaining a relatively modest speed, so thankfully she's not really going to be able to hunt us. But hey, you know what? 4 torpedoes, 3 hits. I'll take it. Not too shabby. We're going to make our way out of here, and hopefully we are not picked up by any of the escorts. It looks like they really don't know where I am, so that is quite good. Another pretty good attack, I have to say. Quite happy with those results. Well, we have escaped. Unfortunately, discipline's down low, but we're getting out of here A-okay. We're going to come up to periscope depth, and With no torpedoes, I think it's time for U-606 to make her way back home to Bergen after a mighty successful patrol. We do have these propeller noises up here. I may check that out, see what's going on. Maybe we can use our deck gun. Well, we broke contact from the big convoy, and I ran up here to investigate this small group, and we have one enemy ship in the area. So we are just going to deck gun her. It looks like she is sailing with a couple of neutrals. We're going to leave those be. Let's get one of you on the deck gun, and I'll drive up nice and close and begin engaging her. Hopefully she is not armed. But overall, a pretty successful patrol. This is a good way to round it out, I suppose. Let's see how much deck gun ammo we have. Okay, we have 40 rounds of armor piercing. I think we should be able to punch enough holes into her to cause some serious flooding. I was making sure we didn't just have like 6 rounds of ammunition. Tube 1's reloaded. Oh, we do have a torpedo. I didn't realize that. Well, we're not going to really be needing that unless we come across something super juicy. This is a pretty small vessel. And we are just going to fire our HE, hopefully start a fire on her deck. Looks like the entire convoy is starting to zigzag. Oh, another good hit. And look at that. Look at just the clouds out there. Those look great. Well, we're going to fire all of our high explosive rounds and then switch to AP here. Hopefully she'll go down rather quickly. Hey, and that is all of our high explosive. Let's see what her state is. I mean, she is not looking too good. It looks like she has a pretty serious fire. And I think that may be it for her. I think she is going down. Yeah, indeed. They are manning the lifeboats. That's it. Send that to BDU. With that last merchant ship destroyed, we have plotted a course back to Bergen. Hopefully, it is an uneventful journey back home. It's now December 18th, 1942, and as you can see, U-606 has arrived home at Bergen. Let's talk to our leading officer and see how we did this patrol. As you can see, we were pretty low on fuel on the way back, but here we go. Okay, let's see, our crewmen almost got the German cross and goal, and let's see, did we get the Knight's Cross? No, we didn't. Okay, well. We got close. I guess we're getting there, slowly but surely. And let's see. So we got quite a bit of renown for doing this mission, and we also got a new radio operator. We sunk 48,000 tons. We were at sea for 28 days. And here's all the vessels we sunk. Did the patrol, sinking 10 enemy vessels, as can be seen here. We completed all of our objectives, and here is the complete rundown of our patrol. Overall, quite successful, quite a lot of fun. Let's see what our prospects are for the next missions. See what we'll be doing next. Okay, it looks like just your standard patrols. I do want to head up to the north. We will be hunting the Arctic convoys up here, so that should be quite fun. It looks like this mission gives us another radio operator, so I'll probably end up doing that. Well, that will do it for today's episode. I really hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as it really does help out the channel. But until next time, this is Wolfpack345 signing off, and I will see you all on the next one.